Before the United States was even born, one man stood above all others: a leader, a soldier, and a visionary. This is the remarkable story of George Washington, the man who helped create a nation. George Washington was born in 1732 in Virginia. At just 11 years old, he lost his father, a loss that forced him to grow up fast and shaped his character early in life. In his teens, George began work as a land surveyor. Navigating wild frontiers, he learned discipline, courage, and the lay of the land, preparing him for even greater challenges ahead. In his early 20s, he joined the British Colonial Army during the French and Indian War. Though young and inexperienced, he proved himself on the battlefield and grew into a natural leader. His time in the British ranks taught him more than tactics. It taught him patience, humility, and how to lead through both success and failure. In 1775, as tension with Britain exploded into war, Washington was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, a role that would define his legacy forever. One of his boldest moves came on Christmas night in 1776, crossing the icy Delaware River for a surprise attack. It changed the course of the war and lifted the spirits of a struggling army. After years of hardship and sacrifice, Washington led America to victory. In 1781, British forces surrendered at Yorktown, securing American independence at last. 8 years later, the people chose their hero to lead the new nation. In 1789, George Washington became the first president of the United States, unanimously elected, deeply respected. As president, he laid the foundation of American democracy, shaping government, keeping the peace, and reminding the world that leadership can come with humility. Perhaps his most powerful act was what he didn't do. He refused a third term. When many expected him to rule for life, he walked away from power, setting an example for all future leaders. He retired to his beloved Mount Vernon, spending his final years in peace with Martha by his side, content, dignified, and proud of the country he helped shape. George Washington passed away in 1799. The nation mourned deeply. But his legacy lived on in every law, every right, and every president who followed in his footsteps. He was the soldier who became a founder, the president who became a symbol. George Washington, the father of a nation.